What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fastlane lifestyle. My wife is not here today. Well, she's here, but she's not on the camera, but she's behind the microphone, so you might hear her voice every now and again. But it's truly a Fastlane lifestyle today, because the only time you would see a lineup like this would be at the Olympics finals or World Championship finals. It would be a finals, a big finals. And you guys remember Justin from our last episode, podcast with him as well. You know what it is. You know what it is. Justin, and Jamaica and the world has been asking, where is Tyson? Bring Tyson. So guess what? We have Tyson Gay. We have the big three. You gotta hit him with the drum roll. Got the big three. You know what I mean? Joint second fastest man in the world. So you know what? That should mean I'm the third. Like why do I have to be fourth fastest man?
Yeah, it should be two silvers and then you get that.
Exactly.
Then you the third.
So I'm the third.
I'm cool with that.
You know what I mean?
I'm cool with that. Because you know why? Because then that bumps me up.
You're the fourth. You're the fourth.
I'm fourth now. There we go.
Well, yeah, man. Welcome to Tyson. You know what I mean? American record holder as well. 9.69. Man, you can imagine that.
No, obviously I can't. I can only imagine a 9.7.
I mean, big up you as well, too, man. You know what I mean? Bump you up now to fourth fastest man in the world.
There we go, man.
We work with that.
I'll take that because I feel like my top 5 is in threat tonight.
Yeah. Oh, damn. You know what I mean? But happy to be here with you guys. Like I said, I've never imagined that this would ever happen, but I'm happy for the opportunity that we can have our own platform where we can sit down and just, have our discussions. But because I don't think anybody in the world, any media outlet would ever try to make this happen. You know what I mean? So we are the ones to make this happen. And, I'm happy, that I'm here with you guys. And just want the world to, know that off the track, we're people. We're not robots. You know what I mean? We have lives. We live, life off the track. And we have other things that we do. We have a personality. And all that stuff.
We're fathers.
Exactly. We have families and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Bob Marley over here. You look like you need a spliff. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Man, really chilling, man. Yeah. I grew my hair out, man. Honestly, because my son, he had long hair. So it was kind of one of those things where, some of them boys grow their hair out. I just was like, I'm going to grow my hair out so my son can know that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to have long hair.
Yeah, you do it for your son.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but I was contemplating between, dreads and twists. He going to let it lock up. But I was like, no, I ain't ready yet for the dreads yet, man. I'm not ready yet. So,
yeah.
But you would, though, later on, you think you get comfortable with it?
It's possible. It just depends. I'm already in that midlife crisis phase. I was like, I said, I can go gray beard, but I can't go bald yet. So I was like, I got to go
That was my next question. So if your son wanted to shave his head, would you have shaved your head?
Damn. That's a good question.
You got to think on that one.
Yeah,
huh?
I got to think on that.
Yeah, if you're doing this for your son, if he wants to do something else, then you might.
It depends on what it is. I'm still old school. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm still old school.
How old's your son now?
He'll be 10 in September.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He think he could beat you in a race?
Yeah, we normally try to race every year. My brother's in the Army, so he comes home once a year and they have a little race. So he thinks he can beat me, but
you know what that means? My son is 11, so they're in the same era.
Absolutely.
They're in the same era.
I've already been thinking about it.
You're going to try and let him get that top end speed?
Yes, sir.
Tyson, don't fall for it. He already had his 3-year-old call out my 3-year-old on FaceTime.
I know, right? But, it's all good. It's all love. I just want, the world to really, see us, on this platform. And, I mean, you can just bring us back, to college days, because I remember you coming out of college and coming to challenge the Asafa Powell, because, I remember Justin, took a break, and then I'm like, I can't shake these Americans. What's going on? You know what I mean? Yeah. So you came on. So you can talk us, where your background, before track, and like coming up in track and field.
I'm not going to bore you, too much, but for me,
not bored.
It started around 8th grade, running track, and then it went to, through high school. And it was one of those things where I loved to run, you know, and I think in 8th grade, my music teacher see me running down the hallway, and I'm running, cutting up in school, middle school. He said, "You're going to do all that running, man. You need to come out for the track team." You know, and I was like, all right, I'll come out. I came out to the track team.
And that was the track coach?
Yeah.
Okay.
The music teacher was the track coach.
Okay.
You know, and I came out to the track team, and I ran and met some friends on the track team, and that was it. And that was around the age of 14. So I ended up racing. My sister used to run track. I ended up racing her in 8th grade, and I beat her. It's my sister now. She's beat me all my life. I beat her when I was 14, and I came home from school, and I told my mom, I said, "Mom, I beat Tiffany. I beat Tiffany." She was like, "You should. She's a girl." You know what I'm saying? So that was like my big moment.
Yeah,
like, okay,
yeah.
I am fast. I'm fast. And then once I got in high school, my high school coach, Coach Northington, you know, he kept me focused, running. You know, he made sure I stayed in line, and if I skipped practice, he made that phone call to my mom. You know, he really felt like I can go somewhere. You know, and he even used to like do tricks and make me run 300s and say, "Hey, if you run 1 300 or 2 300s in practice is over with." But I didn't really realize what he was doing. It was like running all out. You know what I'm saying? So he used to do little stuff, play mind games, because I didn't really want to run like long stuff. You know, one thing led to another, and from there it just went up from there, man.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
Cool. And then which college you went to?
University of Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yeah. So
Okay, cool.
I actually went to Barton County Community College at first, and I followed Lance, Coach Brahman, to University of Arkansas.
Oh.
And then
okay,
and from there, that's kind of how we set things off.
You remember one Michael Freighter?
Michael Freighter, I edged him out.
That's the first. Yeah, that's the first time.
Yeah.
First I heard about you. You know,
Yeah, man.
He was, that was my good friends from back.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that race.
You guys went down.
Yes, to the wire. We ran the same time, I think.
Yeah.
I think we both ran 10:05, and then they gave me the win.
I
You know,
remember that.
I
And
remember.
then the next year was the World Championship was
05.
05.
Yeah.
And that was I was like, you came up to me, I was like, who's this guy? And then I think Michael said, that's Tyson, that's the guy that beat me at NC's. And I remember you came to me, I was like, "Yo, Asafa, yo, nice to meet you, man. You need to teach me how to get out the blocks." You need to teach me how to get out the blocks.
Man.
I remember.
That's the first thing you said to him?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I would say, our relationship kind of went a different direction from this relationship over here. You know what I mean? Because from the minute I met this guy, I was told to just make sure you cut his throat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But with you, I think it was, you were so calm, and you're different. You're a different athlete. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what was the relationship with you guys? I think you guys start going at it at 2012.
No, man.
11?
I encountered you when you first came out, bro. Like
05.
05.
Yeah.
05,
05.
yes, because
Listen.
you won the World Championships as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I watched them in college, and they was already making me nervous, especially for the 200. Like watching him and Wallace.
Yeah.
Once they started turning pro within that season, right? They started running around, all around Europe.
Oh.
And back then, running 19 wasn't easy at all.
Yeah.
And they were dropping 19s left and right. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, I said, these new kids going to be something different for real, dog.
Yeah.
So that was my experience of seeing Tyson for the first time, watching him run, and obviously, seeing the dynamic duo that they made over at Arkansas. I was like, oh, man, this is double trouble right here for sure.
100% for you.
Yeah, same time, man. He had obviously went pro before me, so I was actually interested in going to Tennessee because he had went to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Until my coach went to University of Arkansas. So I wanted to go to Tennessee, but because it was close to Kentucky.
Yeah.
I had a daughter at the time. My mom wanted me to go to Tennessee. But when I went on my visit, something just wasn't right. And then and plus my coach went to Arkansas, so it was like, man, that may be the better choice. I'm already running fast under him.
I did not know that. I didn't know you wanted to go to Tennessee, bro.
Yeah, man.
When did you have your visit? What year was it?
And I don't
03,
remember.
03,
Probably
04,
02.
something
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
somewhere
And I
around
went
there.
to UTEC in Jamaica, man.
Yeah, man. And
We would love to have you in Tennessee, but clearly it worked out very well for you in Arkansas.
Yeah.
I know. But you know what's the craziest thing is you coming up to me in '05, you coming out of college as well. It kind of gives off a vibe that you were like way younger than I was, but we're the same age.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
I don't think you understand.
Yeah.
No, I'm older. I think I'm older. I'm 41.
We're the same. I'm 41.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're the same age. So,
What month you born?
Huh?
What month?
November.
August.
All right, cool. There we go.
Okay, so yeah, there you go. So he's
I'm
he's a few months.
Yeah,
older.
but
you know what I mean. But no, but it gives off vibe that he was younger. But I guess because I went pro, right.
Because you didn't know he was really at Barton for that time, and when he went to Arkansas, when
Yeah,
I saw him for the first time,
yeah.
Arkansas, I actually thought you were younger than what you were.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So coming out of college, you thought they are actually younger, but
Man,
we're the same age.
I think it's more one of those things when you see someone on television first. So when I seen him on television first, like Asafa was probably one of the first, besides Mo Green, he probably was one of the first athletes who had swag. You know what I'm saying? Like on the track, like the way he carried himself. You know what I'm saying? The whole technical aspect of things.
Yeah.
It was just the complete package. So even how he wore it. I remember I even told him when I first met him, I was like, yeah, man, that's why I unzipped my top. I said, that's why I unzipped my top. You know, so I kid you not, man. I was damn.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's just really cool. Yeah. And like I said, I really when I met you, I got that vibe and I was like, oh, this guy is really cool, came up to me, showed me respect, and then I saw him running. I was like, this guy is really good. You know what I mean? So I think that year was the first time I was seeing you run and Wallace. 05.
Yeah.
But that's my wife has a question.
It's for all of you. If you guys could run one more race, where would it be and who would be in the starting lineup?
For me, it would be the starting lineup would be everyone who could only run 11 seconds. And where would it be? Oh man, I think we had some good times in Monaco, bro. Like Monaco was nice. You know what I'm saying? You can always have fun away from the track in Monaco. I think Monaco is pretty cool, so I probably would do Monaco. Yeah.
For me, I want to go back to like one of the greatest races ever. I would go back to 2012 Olympic finals, but I would make sure I just touch everybody and say, you stay healthy, you stay healthy, you stay. So healthy finals and a healthy season, from start to finish, because like a lot of things, affect your performance. You might be in the best shape of your life. You get injured. And then you go to the finals, and then everybody just sees you as one of the greatest, but they don't know what you went through to come here. You know what I mean? So you don't get to do your best performance. So I would say 2012 Olympic finals, to see 100% healthy, finals, because that's people consider that as the greatest finals in the world, because all of us, were in it. You won as well, Bolt, the real, like that was like the real finals. Nobody was left out. Nobody was left out.
Yeah. That was a good answer. I need to change my answer. Hold on. I need to change my answer. Nah, go ahead. Tyson, go ahead.
I would probably say I'd probably go back to Stockholm, where it was originally supposed to happen. I don't know if you remember.
Yes.
So they had made when they first started talking about these fast guys and blah blah blah. I can't remember what year it was. Maybe 2010.
Yeah.
So they had actually made T-shirts with our faces on it.
Yeah.
And this was supposed to be
There's
like
three of us. Yeah.
So if I could do it all over again, it'd be Boat, Asafa, Gatlin, Johan, Noah.
They weren't that time.
Who am I missing?
Noah was a baby. Oh, you can have anyone in it.
Yeah, Noah, Chris, Noah, Coleman, and a couple more. Who am I missing? Maurice Green and.
Man, you're putting thoughts in my head now.
I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of one more.
Because I'm going all the way back to Morris Green and Linford Christie.
I would love those guys. We're all in like different eras, but I truly would love to see something like that. But like he said, it's a health thing because we all know what it's like to go through injuries, So, and I believe I've had the worst luck with anybody when it comes to timing and injuries, So I would hope and bless everyone to be healthy to have a amazing race.
Yeah. I mean, and the craziest thing is like, I'm gonna stir up a little pot a little bit. For me, the era before us and our era, I think those era could have clashed. Like, if we all were like running together, that would have been crazy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? To have Morris Green, Donovan Bailey, Linford Christie, all these guys, just all of us.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know which era. I mean, we ran faster, but I don't know which one was better. Mm-hmm. And I show respect to those guys. I have to show respect to those guys. We weren't the first. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We weren't the first. Ben Johnson, all these guys. We weren't the first. So we have to show respect to these guys. And
I feel like they were grittier though than we were. You know what I mean? Because they had to like really get it out the mud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to go out there, like we would hear stories from like Dennis and Linford. They would be like, they'll go warm up, do a warm up race against the kids. When we used to race and the kids used to race early in the day, they go warm up with the kids and then they'll come back later and race each other. So I think they were really gritty. They was really getting it.
Yeah. I think if we had like their mindset in this new age, like it would be crazy. It would be ridiculous because the sport needs back in those days it was all of them. You know what I mean? Track and field is a very selfish sport. So in these days, you just focus on one person. Mm-hmm. Back in those days, it used to be like, all these guys, going at it, and everybody gets their flowers. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, for me, I respect those guys 100%, man. And why do you think we don't get the respect? From I mean, I know Morris Green's a real cool guy. Linford Christie is a real cool guy. They show their respect. But I think the rest of the athletes before us, I think they're still trying to compete with us. They're still trying to say, oh, we were better than them and all that stuff. But we are living in social media, so we, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think there's a kind of jealousy and, a little bit of that when it comes to like, the generation after us, you know what I mean? And even the generation that, like, that's why I have to show Noah Lyles respect and Fred Curley, all these guys, they show their respect to the guys who, because they looked up to us. Yeah. I looked up to Morris Green. I looked up to, Linford Christie. These guys are the people that we kind of model ourselves off, coming up.
Yeah, we have posters of them on our wall. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Yeah. And they should know this. You know what I mean? You guys should know this. We're not competing with you guys. We're not trying to say we are better than you guys. You know what I mean?
I believe it's natural.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the word jealousy, but I think it's just natural. For people to feel some type of way. Mm-hmm. Even myself, I think when I see or when I hear these guys say the spikes that they're wearing help them run easier, or they feel like it helps their top end, or they feel like they're floating on the track. And it's just easy to do that now.
Oh, you said we needed something like that.
So it's like, I feel like, different eras, it just comes with the territory. The tracks are faster, things change, but, like you say, I looked up to those guys too, and I grew up watching Carl Lewis and all the greats. So, like you say, it would be nice that if the OGs are on a podcast and we can give them their flowers and they can give us our flowers, and understand that y'all made a way for us and then we made a way for the Noah Lyles and everyone else, and regardless of social media or not, it's a time now where life is short. And And it's funny that we're not around these people enough. Like downstairs you have Tommy Smith. And he's a legend. I'm taking a picture with him and I'm having a conversation with him. I'm like, man, how's the family? He's like, man, how you doing? How you looking good? So it's just crazy that we don't have more of the legends. Like, I don't know. I don't think Maurice Green is here, but Maurice Green should be here. Like all the legends, all the Olympians.
Man. Like
they should be like here.
Like this day, I believe like if there's no doubt about it. If like social media existed back in that time, like those guys probably would have been way bigger than us. You know what I mean? So I have to respect them. You know what I mean? And it's good for them to know this. We respect you guys. So we need the respect in return. You know what I mean? I know one athlete in particular that doesn't really respect any of us. But I'm not going to call any names. But one of the athletes before us doesn't respect any. I don't think he respects any athletes. At all. And he is a known athlete. But.
I just think that the generation that always comes before is always hard on the next generation. Right?
It's like our kids.
Yeah, exactly. So we look at the generation that's out now and be like, man, y'all should be running way more consistent, way more faster. You know what I mean? And the generation that came before us, the Maurice Greens, the Michael Johnsons, all them, they look at us and they probably think something similar or something along those lines. But I feel like the progression of the sport isn't always going to look like what they think it's going to look like, right? Like look at how social media and media in general looks at track and field now compared to when we were like competing, right? Like when we were competing, it was Facebook, that's it. MySpace, you know what I mean? So I think now it's changed so much to where a lot of these athletes are going from just being athletes to now being entertainers.
Entertainers, and we call it influencers.
I feel like for us, we had to feel someone like boxers. You know what I mean? Like we had to have a certain bravado about us, or like we had to have a certain static towards each other to be able to compete at a high level. When you watch these guys now, it's like they realize it's an occupation or a job. They take it for what it is in the moment, and then once they leave the track, it's like, all right, cool. We can do our thing. We can hang out, whatever like that. But I always felt like watching us run, been a fan of all of us for a long time. And I knew that, especially after 2012 and so on, and running 9.6 and running all the sub-10s you ran, I was like, my goal after I retired, I was like, man, it would be lovely just to get us all to sit down, have some drinks and chill, because we impact each other's lives. Yeah, 100%, man. We deserve it, dog. We deserve it, for sure.
Yeah,
we the middle children, dog.
We're the middle children.
We're the middle children, for real.
It's true. That's true.
So why is track the only sport that doesn't involve their legends? Like, when you watch like NFL, they always involve their legends. Like, you guys are here now, and you guys should be involved. And again, track and field at the Olympic Games, track and field is the biggest. Hats off. You saw the stadium yesterday. Track and field is the main attraction at the Olympic Games. You know what I mean? So I don't really understand the dynamics behind it. Getting here at the Olympic Games, it's been a struggle to get a pass or whatever to go watch the Olympic Games. And I thought it was, sometimes I'm kind of hard on myself. I'm like, maybe it's because, I didn't win the Olympic Games, no, they don't really respect me like that or whatever. But then I'm talking to all the Olympic champions, past Olympic champions, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Everybody, you're struggling to get a pass. You're struggling. Maurice Green is struggling to get a pass. Linford Chris, all the greats are struggling to get a pass to the Olympic Games. You know what I mean? And I'm sure in the other sports, the support is there. But track and field, we don't get the support. You know what I mean? And I mean, maybe you can.
I just believe it's because it's the whole amateur sport thing. There's really no union. And from my point of view in America, it's almost like, congratulations, do it again, or and it's like that's it. So it's tough, but I kind of like, for me, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Jason at Fan Arc. These guys got me out here, and they kind of said, man, we just feel you deserve to be out there, and you're just at home chilling and coaching your son's baseball team. Like, just get out, come out for a few days, and I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough, man, that people, like you say, on the outside look at us, and like soon as I landed here and walked past the stadium, somebody stopped me for my autograph.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People looking like, this Tyson. And I'm like, man, I ain't been in the game in so long, but people still, stuff, people still remember. They're like, hey, Tyson, give me a picture, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So it is different that you don't really get that type of respect to at least come and be around. You know what I'm saying? Or at least be able to talk to the newcomers, talk to them about the mentality. Because we've been through the injuries, we've been through ups and downs, the top to the lows. So we can give so much back to the new generation, but unfortunately they don't really need our services.
Just to see us in the stands, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I think they do, to be honest, because our sport is built on what have you done for me lately kind of sport, right? And it's almost like a factory, right? It's like new kid comes in, everyone's riding the coattails of the new kid because everybody wants to be on the bandwagon and say, oh, I was with you from the beginning. I see you rise to success. But then you have to take the attention away from the tried and true athletes who have ran 9.6, who have ran sub-10s, who have ran and got medals, and you know what I mean? And you have those athletes who've been in the game for over a decade, and then next thing you know, somebody new and hot comes along, and they haven't done anything except for maybe run one hot time, and everybody feels like they're destined to be the next. So the attention comes off of the athletes like ourselves who are tried and true, and then they're on to the next. And I feel like that's always happens, right? It's going to happen to Noah. It's going to happen to Christian. It's going to happen to everybody. It just takes that new athlete to come along, and they're going to be like, oh, that's a new guy. He's going to be the next one. You know what I mean? So I think for us, it's like those athletes, and I've sat down with Trayvon, and Trayvon was like, bro, I used to watch you from first grade, watch you on YouTube, watch you every morning.
Same. He
you
said
know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
to me as well,
Yeah, so the people that's going to carry our legacy on are the ones who come after us, who are the next greats, you know what I mean? But I think it takes for them to say, hold on now, like, yeah, I'm here at the Olympics, but I need those legends sitting in the stands. I need to be congratulated by those guys who helped pave the way for me, you know what I mean? I think that's where we're missing at. The system, the organizations, the federations, they take and don't give back. And I think that's sad because you got so many people, and think about it, throughout history, when they retire, it's like we fade away. You don't know where we go. Hell, we should have coats and jackets, like almost like when you retire in the NFL, like a gold coat or something like that, man. You know, we put our body to the test. We are literally the fastest people that has ever been on the earth. You know what I mean? And I think that should be something that you should be able to stand on throughout your rest of your life and be like, man, this is what it is.
I mean, and we're not begging for attention, you know, it's just the respect. You know, the respect aspect of it, you know. It shouldn't be that you're coming to, you know, a games and you're struggling to go in the same stadium that you were in, hundreds of thousands of people watching you, you know, compete. You shouldn't be, you know, struggling to get in that same stadium. You know what I mean?
Millions of people.
Man, millions. That's what I'm saying. Millions across the world. You know what I mean? Millions of people. Yes, I saw yesterday where Shelly and Shakara couldn't get in the warm-up area. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, there's I don't understand track and field. You know what I mean? The respect is just not there for us, and we're competing at a international level. Like, this is even bigger than us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's just the respect. It's not really for you to give us attention and run us down with a camera and no, we don't want that. We just want the attention. Like, we should come and, hey, you want accreditation to just go there, or you want a ticket, you know, you and your family just, you know what I mean, go watch the sport that you truly love, you know, the sport that you've been doing for so long. You know what I mean? You can't just expect us to just walk away and not want to be, you know, a part of it anymore. And this is just like motivation for even the athletes that are coming after us as well. You know what I mean? Because the same thing is happening to the generation before us. Like I said, you know, I spoke to these guys and they're having the same problem. You know what I mean?
Do you think it should be left up to IOC or your federation, or it should be a partnership with both? Try to get you guys in?
I think it's even more than both. I think it's three, like World Athletics as well, you know, as well. So it's more than, I mean, it's not up to us, you know, we already did our part, you know what I mean? So I think it's a combination of, you know, all three.
There's no reason in the world that you shouldn't have a nice formal gala at Olympics to be able to house a world record holder, someone who's been a world champion or Olympic champion, and they always, for the rest of their life, will have a ticket, two tickets, a +1, and they can be able to come out and mix and mingle with the legends throughout history of our sport, right? The new ones, the old ones, like that should be a dream come true for any athlete to want to achieve that, to say, I can put a tuxedo on, I can put on an evening gown, and I can hang out, have good drinks with people who have done what I've done. Because you know how it is. When you went out there and ran your fastest time, no one could understand how fast you ran. You see what I'm saying? No one could understand how many times you ran that fast. It's like you feel like you're alone until you amongst the people like Linford or Donovan Bailey who have done something similar to what we've done, and they be like, man, you did a good job. It makes you feel like you're not alone anymore, you know?
Yeah, man, for sure. It gives me chills just to be around these guys, and it's the same feeling I get when I'm around the legends, before us, So, definitely, we need a lot more support, in the sports, and I don't know what can be done, but something needs to be done, you know what I mean? And I guess we can be the voice as well, we can speak up more, because like I said, track and field is a very selfish sport, and if the ones at the top are not speaking, then nobody cares.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the coffin, because being an individual sport, for the most part, it is a selfish sport, even for the coaches, the agents, the people who work for USATF, the people who work for IOC. They want their jobs. They want their pass first. They want their, their tickets for their family, et cetera, et cetera. So it's going to be tough, because, like you said, it's a selfish sport. These people in higher places have to keep their jobs. So, I hate to say it, but we're like the athletes are last on the totem pole when it comes to these events. We make things happen, but we're the last when it comes to, being taken care of, unfortunately.
And I think as a retired athlete, you're not even on the totem pole anymore.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You're not, bro. You're not. But I think what I've learned in our sport is, if you want something done, you got to get up and do it yourself, right? And I feel like if we want to have something like a nice place where we can be amongst each other while we're at the Olympics or World Championships, we put it together ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking a page out of my boy Rod's book. Anybody that's listening that wants to be able to interact and mingle with some of the greats in our sport, help us put together a gala. Help us put together something that we can sit and be amongst each other and watch the future athletes be the next greats, you know what I'm saying, and have some drinks and fellowship with us. That's what we need, a tradition that we can start, that we always can be able to be together either twice, you know what I'm saying, every 2 years, every 4 years. It should be able, we can come back and be able to celebrate our tradition together, man. So anybody watching, they got a little money in their pocket that want to help put it together, you let us know.
You can hand me some of the money as well, before the gala.
We need our 10%.
So how did each of you feel? Walk us through when you ran your fastest time ever, the day, the race, the atmosphere, everything. I want to feel like I was there. So you're 969. Yeah.
For me, my 969 race in Shanghai was cool, but it was different, because like most people are prepped, ready to peak. They exercise, they done everything they had to do to run fast at the right time. But for me, I was up all night. I was injured. I had one growing. I injured myself in May that year, my growing injury, and then in Rome, it was completely finished after that. So when I went to Berlin and ran my first PR at 71, I was running on one wheel. It was one wheel. So when they were like, he can't, his start's terrible, I couldn't push, at all, like zero. I couldn't push. So
there are two wheels that make it heavier.
The logic.
And man, so after that race, I knew going into that race that I was capable of going 60 something. So I remember before the race, Artie, he's my manager's assistant at the time. He said, "Why are you doing this to yourself?" Because after the prelims and the semis, this is when we had 4 rounds. So these guys have it easier now. We had 4 rounds then. So every round, I'm shooting lidocaine and taking ibuprofen, whatever, to kill the pain. I'm doing everything I can to kill the pain from my growing. And Artie pulled me to the side. He said, "Man, why are you doing this to yourself?" he was like, you know, you made some money this year. You know, go home, you know, and relax. Like, you don't have to do this to yourself. Tear your body up.
Man, I would have been second place.
Yeah, he was like, he said, go home, man. Like, why are you doing that? I said, man, I just have to see it through. Whatever's going to happen, if it's going to tear, it's already torn. I said, if it's going to, I just got to see it through. And he was like, man, like, you're crazy. I don't get it. Like, you know, you love the sport that much where you're just really in pain. Like, I mean, pain. So, anyway, the USATF staff took care of my leg and kept on giving me lidocaine, but it came to the point where it's not working, you know. So that's why when it came to the finals, I remember when people said, oh, he's upset and he's not excited, when he was like mad. Yeah. It wasn't that I lost. It was that I didn't go 60-something because I knew that's what I was capable of doing, you know, being hurt, you know. So I was like.
I remember you said I could have gone 9.6.
Yeah.
When you crossed the finish line, I heard that.
Yeah.
And said, man, I could have gone 9.6.
Yeah. And so I remember I was upset and I was like, I think I still can do it, you know. So I didn't run 200. My leg was done. So when I ended up going to Shanghai, I was with everyone left and went home. I want to say
the last race of the season.
All the coaches went home. Everybody was gone. So I was there with John Smith. So I'm chilling. I'm hanging out with Jetta, and somehow we end up staying up all night. I mean, probably till all night. Yeah. No sleep. Like, the sun was up, and you got to get ready to eat, get ready to go to the track. No sleep. Literally. 24 hours or however many hours up.
That's crazy.
Up, gone, tripping. You know, ready to go home, tripping.
That vibe of the last meet of the year. Everybody really just chilling. Yeah.
So I get to the track. My eyes are red. I'm tired. And I'm, like, doing my drills half-ass. And I remember John Smith was like, hey, man, you never know when it can be your day. He said, I know you're tired, and this is going to be the last one. Try to get it together. Warm your body up right. He said, sometimes you can step out to the side, and you can, you know, wobble a little bit. You can flinch. Anything can happen, but you still can run a good race because no one knows what the perfect race is. Mm-hmm. And I thought about it, I was like, damn, you know, that's true, you know. So I started to warm up, and I started to, you know, turn it on a little bit, trying to. And we go to the call room. Mm-hmm. Me and Asafa, we standing beside each other. I forgot who else was in the race. I think it was Richard. Yeah. So we're sitting all beside each other, and we're looking at the women race. And we all looked at each other after we seen the clock.
Jet.
Yeah, Jetta ran 64.
Yeah.
We looked at each other like, what the? And everybody started jumping up and down.
Everybody getting ready now. Yeah. All right, we ready.
Yeah, everybody was hype. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was hype. So, man, we got in the blocks, and I had a horrible start. You know, horrible. And I just decided to just run all out. Whatever I had was what I had. And I'm chasing this man down the track. You know, he's out. I'm chasing. I catch him across the finish line. And I was so surprised at the clock, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And that was like my PR, but it was so, I don't know if unorthodox is the word of how you run a PR when you're not feeling great and you just put your mind to it. Like, at the last minute, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what happened. And it, you know, it felt good.
Yeah, so this was 2009,
mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I had known that, my advice to you was that don't sleep for the rest of the years. Don't sleep. Yeah, never sleep, man. Don't stay awake.
Hey, every time he come to the track, he be like, he got the red eyes.
Yeah,
he's ready now.
Yeah, cool. My question is, what do you guys think about athletes getting compensated for running at the Olympics? Like from you make the finals, mm-hmm. top 8,
yeah,
you know, should be compensated, you know, for making the finals. Of course, first place is gonna get the bigger,
mm-hmm.
you know, and it's gonna trickle down to 8th place. But what do you guys think about it?
I think our sport's so backwards, bro, because we've getting paid more just to run a one-off race somewhere in the middle somewhere in the world, mm-hmm. compared to running at the Olympics. Mm-hmm. I feel like if you incentivize people getting a bigger payday at the Olympics or World Championships, mm-hmm. it will make people want to train harder and make teams and go out to compete at a high level. Yeah. But now you're looking at they run the Olympics like it's still like an amateur sport, like Tyson mm-hmm. said, which mm-hmm. is like congratulations, you did a great job.
Yeah.
Like 37,000 for a gold medal for Team USA? Like, I'm not trying to sound like Mr. Big Pockets, but I'm like, what can you do with that?
Yeah.
I trained so hard for the 4 years just for this moment to happen. You know what I mean? It changes your life to get ready for that moment. So if you succeed in that moment, it should be just the same thing. It should be life-changing for you to be able to reward.
And let's not to cut you, but this is the first they're doing that. It has never been done before. So this year is the first they're actually, compensating the athletes. Not a lot, but continuing.
Yeah, for sure.
So you guys didn't get anything?
No. This is the first, and I guess it's because it's been people been talking about it so much over the years. But no, competing at the Olympics, you get nothing but you get a gold medal, but you get a shake hand and you get to celebrate around the track, but you don't get paid to run at the Olympic Games.
You got to be an athlete who is sponsored by like a shoe company. That's where your bonus is going to come in at. It doesn't really come from, at least from our federation, it doesn't come with a nice size bonus that it should come from. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel about the mixed relay, the 4x4, when they took Quincy out? How do you guys feel? Why do you think that happened? Like, I'm trying to understand. I feel like it's to hear that from you, feedback.
I want to hear Tyson because I love watching his commentary when he be on TV. Though.
Oh, I mean, I thought he would be running the mixed relay for sure. So I don't know if he's injured. I mean, I've heard rumors that maybe he's injured or maybe this. I don't know, but I feel like he earned his spot. I mean, for the simple fact I want to say he ran
44-20.
20. You know what I'm saying? So that alone is and back in the day, it used to be where you can show your fitness or, run faster and, people see what you do. So when you can get third and fourth and run fastest time in the world record, they're going to put you on the relay. That's how it works. So
it shouldn't be an age or experience. I mean, you show that you have the experience and you can do it. You know what I mean? And running at American trials it's no joke. It's no joke for sure. You're running against the guys who are probably going to win the finals at the Olympic Games. So when it comes to like people saying, oh, he's inexperienced, I think I heard somebody said, maybe he's inexperienced or too young. I remember back in 2008 when they wanted to take Shellyan out of the 100 meters because they're saying that Veronica Campbell is a lot more experienced and all that stuff, and Shellyan went and she won. She won the 100-meter final.
08, yeah.
08. Yeah, I remember that.
So it shouldn't come down to that, for sure he would have run a way better leg than, anybody else. He's young and super fast.
Sometimes you so naive to the fact in green that you're not even fazed by the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like when I watched Shellyan at the starting line in 08, she was just happy to be there. She's just smiling like, I'm just happy to be here.
Exactly. They're not nervous. Anything like that. They're just happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I think you shouldn't just use that as a reason why you shouldn't put somebody young out there. Our sport is open to everybody. Age doesn't matter, right? So with Quincy, if you think about it, theoretically, his last open 400, he ran against Bryce Deadman. And he ran Bryce Deadman to the line. Bryce Deadman's on the mixed relay.
Yeah.
He's one of the legs on the finals when they went and broke the world record. So that tells me right there that Quincy has what it takes to go out there and compete at a high level. He has what it takes. Yeah.
So this question now, if you guys were supposed to line up right now, what time do you guys think you'll run? Or will it be a DNF? Because some pulled hamstrings would happen.
I mean, I see a little belly on Tyson, so I'm not sure what's going on, Tyson.
Man,
what's going on?
I'm the heaviest I've been in my entire life. I'm like 193. Like, in order for me to even get down the track, I should be at least 175. I'm gonna be real. I'm not making it. Them two look like they're in a lot better shape than I am. I'm not making it down the track.
You would need to give us maybe 1 year to prepare for that. We can't just go on the track like that. We'll make it to 20 meters and then that's it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to shorten that from 100 to maybe about like 65 or something like that. Because I don't know, all of us running 100 meters outright.
Yeah, and then I seen I don't know if it was AI or Photoshop, but I also seen a picture of Boat recently in the media, and he looked a little. I don't know, but he looked in my trip. He looked bigger.
That was very kind of you. I like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know how the media is now.
Yeah,
like they'll
yeah,
take
yeah.
a picture. He looked bigger than last time I seen him too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you throw him in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is
know.
true.
Very good hands.
I don't know. You feel me? Like, I don't know.
Oh gosh, you're saying you need to get this.
I think if you
workout.
gave us, I think if you gave us like, I think if you gave us like maybe
1 year.
8 months to
Yeah.
8 months to a year of like some training, I think we.
Tyson's like, nope, I don't want it.
He's like,
I don't want
Yeah, I don't have a desire to
Right.
do that. I mean, I may run a 4x4, maybe.
4x4? You run a 4x4 before running 100?
Well, it's for a cause. It's for a good cause. So it's for in honor of Coach Mack in Arkansas and
Okay.
one of my
Okay.
fellow Olympians, Calvin Davis, who ran
Yeah.
the 400 hurdles. They both passed away. So it may be in honor of them. We're trying to see what's going to happen
Yeah.
at the pin relays.
That's what's
so
up,
we're
bro.
just
Yeah.
they're still talking about it. I'm not for sure. So that would take like a long time. But
2025?
no, it would be coming up because I think it's some like annual thing that they may be starting now at the pin relays. Maybe I don't know all the details, but that's what I was told. So I'm not for sure yet.
You're gonna start training soon.
I'm gonna have to if I'm gonna get around that track, but I can get at least a 52, 52.
52 is not easy, you know. 52, yo, 52 is not easy, yo.
Well,
That's some
man,
serious
right.
running. Yo, the last 400 I ran before I retired, I ran 52.
Hey, for whatever reason, every time I think about running 400 at the age I'm at right now, I'm like, Sydney would be on my ass, boy.
Yeah.
She be beating me right now.
100%,
Oh, yeah.
sure.
Definitely.
I mean, life after track. You know, what how are you finding it? You know, dealing with yourself and all that stuff.
It's I would say today is one of my best highlights. You know, coming back, reconnecting with you guys.
Yeah.
And also, it's been a tough transition.
I can relate.
It's been a tough transition, especially if you want to get into coaching. It's always these odd things you have to do as a ex-track athlete. It's not odd, but it's like either you're going to try to, you coaching now, you know what I'm saying, or you have to, it's just you personal training, what are you doing? So for me, I'm coaching my son's baseball team, you know, and so I'm enjoying that, and I'm chilling, you know, I'm relaxing, and that's it. I'm trying to do a little stuff online, like little online training stuff here and there. But if someone needs my help, they can reach out to me. But other than that, man, I've really been chilling. I mean,
You got the book out, man. What's up? Talk about the book, man.
I just put out a 6-week speed program for people. 'Cause a lot of people ask me for help and what I need to do. So I try to put out something in general that can get someone in better shape, or you know.
What's the name of the book?
It's just a 6-week speed program. I forgot the name of the book.
Oh man.
To be honest with you,
You know what I think? For us, it's like it's been forced down our throats, you know, to be coaches, because what happened is that each of us we have something that the younger generation wants. You know what I mean? Somebody might say, yo, you know, Tyson have a serious top end. You know, how did he get that top end? So it's like people, you know, reach out.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, you guys, how do you guys start so fast? You know what? You know, so it's like we have something that they want. So it's like they're forcing us to be coaches. You know, and so, but I guess, you know, way before people expect, you know, a retired athlete to be a coach. You know, that's the stigma. That's the thing around it. You know, but you know, we have other, you know, ambitions as well. We have other hobbies. You know what I mean? But it's been forced, you know, on us to be.
I feel like that's a lot of pressure though, man. Because I mean, you look at each and every one of us, and if we want to go into a different field like coaching, people expect us to be just as great a coach as we were as an athlete, you know, and to feel like you got to just come out there and just build the next Tyson Gay, build the next Asafa, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And coaching don't work like that. You got to respect the process, and you got to kind of like reset yourself and start from away from the bottom, and like really build yourself up. And I think when you look at coaching, man, your coach is out there and you spending time with your coaches just as much or more you spend with your own family. You know what I mean? And for me, I looked at the fact of being someone almost like 20 years in the game.
Yeah.
Like, I was out there on every day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And every day, now I'm thinking like I got to be out there every day as a coach too. So that's another like 20 years in the game, you know what I mean? So that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think right now, like, my mind and my spirit is like, find some happiness. You know what I'm saying? Find what's going to make you happy. Like, go to your son's basketball game. Go to your son's football game. Like, spend time on the couch with the family, watching TV and stuff like that. Because we never had the opportunity. So I think coaching is in the future. It's going to be a little later on in the future, man. But right now, it's just about finding your peace, you know? Yeah.
I mean, why is this so easy? Like, just sitting down with you guys, like, I feel like, we can go on forever and ever, man. Like, no, we never talk. We never spoke. I remember. I can remember all the times that Tyson. Like, man, I mean, we spoke. We said it on the podcast. We were just enemies. Like with Tyson, I can remember. Tyson doesn't really talk much. Like, that's just him, and we know that that's him. But I can remember. Was it 2009 when we went back to get our gear? Like, you were like, yo, who is he, man? Like, you was talking about boats. Like, it was like, yo, what's going on with this man? He ran 9.5. 9.5. You know what I mean? Like, we couldn't believe. Like, we were still happy, you know what I mean? But we're like, what just happened, I think Tyson was so shocked, and I was shocked as well. 9.5.
After that race, I didn't sleep. You can ask Lauren. Shout out. I kid you not. Shout out to Lauren Williams, right?
Yeah.
She probably thinks I'm crazy. That race, I think I went home. I went back to the village, man. I was talking to Lauren, and we talked till it was bright outside. To the next morning after the race, she would listen to me talk. I know she think I'm crazy. She would listen to me talk passionately about the race and this and injuries. I got to get better and this. I can run faster. She just listened to me like, this man's crazy. She listened to me the whole time for hours up until the sun came up, and then it was probably 9 in the morning. She's like, I think you should get some sleep, Coco. I think you should get some sleep. Go ahead and get some sleep. And I was like, you're right. Yeah, man.
That's crazy. Do your mom, can she watch you live, like your parents?
When you were running,
could they watch it live? Like, my mom has to turn away and watch the replay.
Oh no, my mom, she watched me live. She's even came to some meets, and she watched me. One time, this was in Berlin, I think. My mom, she actually came to Berlin, and she was in the stands. And I kid you not, I didn't know where they were sitting at or anything. Yeah. So we're getting ready for the finals or something, and I heard somebody say Tyson, and I just looked up and found my mom in like up there now. It wasn't like she was up there, and I was looking, I was like this, and then she was like, she waved and she wanted to get it. I was like, you know what I'm saying? That was a cool moment. You know what I'm saying?
My parents came to all the meets.
No, I'm not saying. I mean, they come, but like when you say on your mark, are they like this?
No one wants to sit next to my mom. She has so much anxiety. Yeah. She sits there and be like, "Oh Jesus, oh Lord." So no one wanted to sit next to her. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because her anxiety just kind of just took over the whole area. You know what I mean? So, but when the gun goes off, you know what I mean? You'll peek a little bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? And just be cheering it's like that. Other than that, I mean, I don't know, man. I can't imagine what that feels like.
Man, to see your child out there. Right? Yeah. My mom would turn her head and ask what happened, and then she would look.
So 2 things. Okay, go.
A question for all of y'all. Us being at the Olympics in Paris, right? Noah's feeling the weight of the USA on his back. Obviously, Tyson, you felt that before. Justin, you felt that before. As well as Keyshane's feeling the weight of the world on his, not the weight of the world, the weight of Jamaica and his country. What's that like going into a championship like this, knowing that my life could change within the next 9 seconds? I can be the guy.
Honestly, I don't think Noah feels the weight of the world on his back. In my opinion, he doesn't. The only reason I say that is because he's already been here. You see what I'm saying? He's already been to the Olympics. He's already been world champion. So I think he's just mentally strong now. I don't think he feels that type of pressure. You know, I believe he's probably overcame that already, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. But I think once you've done it on the big stage, you're still nervous and you still feel some, point of I want to succeed, I want to win. But I really feel like he's at a position. I just feel he's young. He's 27 maybe or somewhere.
Yeah, 27.
But he's a veteran. He's been in the game so long now. I don't really think he feels nothing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think.
Not all the way. I think he may be a little bit more mentally strong than me because I've never seen an athlete that can do backflips after they run 100.
Yeah.
Dance.
With the jersey on.
Yeah, he can. The guy's so talented. Like I've never met a guy who can draw. Mm-hmm. He can put together like those Legos, like real cheetah stuff. He can sing. Yeah. He can rap. He can design clothes. Mm-hmm. He can model. He can put on concerts. Mm-hmm. He's very intelligent. I've never seen that nobody can do everything good. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So and maybe that's his advantage. So that's what I believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that's when you feel the pressure, when you actually think about the country, the world. That's when you feel the pressure. When you look at this and remember that this is watching whether it's USA or Jamaica, that's when you feel the pressure. When you have to treat the Olympic finals as like a diamond league or whatever it is. When you treat it as just another race, because these are the same guys you're running with, but when you add that Olympic Games or World Championship, it can be very pressuring. And I think if you're just doing it for yourself, when you cross the finish line, then it's for everybody. But before that, it's just you focus on you.
So that mindset you think you should have had, and is that an advice that you're given to Duchesne?
100%. It's an advice. That's an advice. Listen, man. Jamaica is not a country to carry on your back. These people are very, very hard on the athletes. Very, very tough. You know what I mean? They're hard. They love you to death, but they're very, very hard on the athletes. Mm-hmm. So Jamaica is not a country to carry on your back. You need to focus on yourself. Be yourself. Be selfish.
Do you feel like when you say carry, Jamaica carrying on your back, do you feel like they're hard on you because when you go to these different countries and you go to the Olympics, they feel like they're there with you? Is that why they're so hard on you?
They feel like they're the ones running.
Yeah.
They feel like. Yeah. I remember I made a comment in Jamaica and they were so mad. Jamaica said that. I saw something the other day. Jamaica, there are no celebrities. There's no one celebrity in Jamaica. All of us are celebrities. We're all superstars. So if you want to feel like you are the superstar, get that out of your mind. We are all the superstars. So they feel like they're the ones out there on the track running. They own this victory. They own this speed. They own this talent.
And that's where that energy comes from.
Yeah. And because we're so small, such a small country as well, I think that gives them more. It's like we're bullies, Jamaicans, we're bullies,
Oh yeah, I know. I know when they had that section. It don't matter anywhere you in the world, boy. Yeah, I don't know where these Jamaicans come from.
Yeah.
Maybe y'all fly in. I don't know if they get bussed in or y'all just live everywhere around the world. But when you have that section and you see just nothing but Jamaican flags and people with their face painted, and some of them in the section, I'd be like, you are not even from Jamaica, dog. What is going on?
What are you doing
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like that comes with, it does come with some kind of pressure, but it's like, I think it's how you kind of operate it. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to operate it and allow it to like overcome you, then that's what it's going to do. Because we only get 9 seconds and it ain't like we can like shake it off in the third quarter, you know what I'm saying, and bounce back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you in it or you not in it. And that's what it is.
Get one shot.
Yeah, one shot. I think for us, for USA, like I kind of adopted the fact of no matter how many goals you win or how many times you break a record, when you step off that plane from wherever you come from, there's not a parade waiting for you. There's not people congratulating you. Like, you step back into the real world most of the time. You know what I mean? So I kind of take that, I adopted that to when I went into races. I didn't necessarily think about the whole United States. I just thought about myself and trying to achieve what my personal goals were.
And I mean, for me, I mean, I love my country and I love my Jamaicans, and I mean, even sometimes I wish they were, you know, a bit easy and a bit more understanding. It's really good because when you guys go to your own country, you don't get treated the way you're treated in Jamaica. You know, when you come to Jamaica, like people are like,
facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
Gay, yo, big up, you know, Justin, big up, you know, all that stuff. When you land in the US, what are you here for, sir? Okay, go. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Welcome back home, sir. You know, that's it. You know what I mean? You know, so in a sense, you know, it pays off, you know, in the end, you know, to have, you know, a country like Jamaica behind you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just telling them yesterday when you brought me to Jamaica that
oh yeah.
I was explaining to them that I've never seen nothing like that.
Yeah.
I said when Asafa picks me up from the airport and we drove somewhere, he stopped somewhere, he gets in his car and it's like I don't know how many kids chasing after his car and hitting on the door and Safa, Safa, Safa. And I was like, what the hell? You know what I mean? And then I left there and I went back to Kentucky and that was it. I went over I went over my granny's house and seen my family. That was it. You know what I'm saying? But I literally seen kids chasing this man's car, hitting on the doors. And it was like normal, but I couldn't believe like the support and you know what I'm saying from his family and everybody. I'm like, Jesus, like,
It's crazy thinking that those kids chasing after the car, they're gonna go away, they're gonna go home, and they're gonna think about how I can be the next Asafa Powell. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful.
100%.
You come in America, somebody look at you and be like, and I get it. I got it a lot. They'll be like, Tyson gay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even fight anymore. I'm like, I'm Tyson.
I understand.
Yeah.
You look like somebody. Yeah, man. For sure. That year. I mean, let's stick to that year. When you came to, I remember. I need to bring you on one of those. I remember him coming to Jamaica. We brought him on stage. I had a charity concert, you know, and he came down for it, you know, and brought him on stage. And this man was dancing. We need to try and find that video. We need to find that
Tyson
video.
was dancing, dog? I gotta get this video, dog. I gotta see this.
Yo, listen to me. Well, we're showing him the dances and all that stuff, yo.
You signal the plane? I mean, that was probably right?
Yeah, we're signal on the
river.
Yeah, we need to bring you on, man. We need to bring you on.
So my last question is predictions for the 4x1 relay. Who do you guys think is gonna win?
Wow.
On this one, we're gonna let Asafa go first.
You expect me to say anything else but Jamaica? I can't say anything else but Jamaica, no matter what I think. No matter how I think, you know. But honestly speaking, though, I think since 2016, this is the best team we've had since 2016, 100%.
Yeah. I think that. I mean, I don't know Jamaican order, but I believe Keishane has to have a few meters to hold Noah off, in my opinion. And I believe if he's in contact, I believe it's going to be tough. I think the 100-meter finals will say a lot, but I also believe that, you know, a lot of times when people run anchor leg, it's just people have like a different dog in them. You know what I'm saying? They go to attack. You know, so it's going to be a good race, I believe. As long as everyone gets to stick around, and it'll be great to see.
Yeah, I agree. I think Team USA, when it comes to the men's side, they have a really good quartet. They got guys who work well together. You got Christian Coleman, you got Fred Curley, you got Kenny on third, and you got Noah bringing it home. That's a nice.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice foursome right there for sure. But the young team of Jamaica. Look, you got to watch out for them for sure. You got Akeem, Oblique, Keishane. Like, they're all hungry. They jockeying for the position. And they have a lot of confidence in themselves, too. So we've seen teams that we probably counted them out from getting a gold, and they put it together. And we've seen it. the thing is like it's not always about being who has the fastest guys. It's about who has the best sticks around the track. So it's about building that synergy. Yeah. And Jamaica did a great job of always building that synergy. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got to stick around. So I think it'll be a great race to watch. And like how Tyson's saying, I mean, it's going to be about the distance. Who's getting that stick and how if they have enough distance, it's going to be hard to close that gap for Noah if it's too much distance. But if it's just that right amount, he does his job. He's going to be able to run whoever needs to be in front of him.
Nice. Favorite Jamaican food?
Jerk chicken.
Favorite Jamaican drink?
Apple vodka ting.
Easy.
Apple vodka ting.
My wife, you have any more questions? That's it?
I got one question. Yeah. All of us have been around a very long time. And when you look in Google, we wore so many different uniforms. What's your favorite uniform that y'all worn?
Man, I think 08.
08?
Yeah.
You remember the color scheme on it?
08, I think.
Like championship, or I'm just talking about like even like in regular season.
The color scheme. I think it was the yellow. It was the yellow with the
polka dots. Yeah. Like the bumblebee with the polka dots. Yeah.
And the green tights. Yeah. I think that's my favorite. That one was my favorite.
I think mine was 05. And the reason I say that's because Mo Green was on that team. You know, so I think that was my favorite uniform because that was like the last year. You know what I'm saying, that I could have that uniform on alongside of Mo Green. Unfortunately, we didn't get to stick around. You remember that year, right?
I remember that year.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be
in the prelims. We didn't get it in the prelims.
We didn't get to stick around, but it was supposed to be Gatlin, me, Mo Green, and Leonard Scott. That was supposed to be our team, man.
Yeah.
07.
That'd have been a team right there, bro.
07 and 2012 was the only time you guys got to stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about 07, right?
Yeah.
You got his triple goal. That's his triple goal.
07, this man pushed the guy and I couldn't catch him.
Oh, yeah.
Tyson gave the man a push start.
Yeah.
Gave him the button and went like this.
Because, like, a lot of, like...
the man literally a lot of people teleported.
Yeah, man. A lot of people don't know it was Leroy Dixon was running anchor leg, right?
Because in the eats, I ran him down in the eats and I catch him and pass him.
Yeah. So when Asafa did that in the prelims, Leroy comes to the back and he's like, "How'd I look? How's my technique?" That's what he said to him. In my mind, I know John Smith. He's a technical coach, but in my mind, I say, why in the hell do you care about how your technique look? In my mind, I'm thinking, Asafa just ran by you, and you talking about how was my technique? You know what I'm saying? I was like, what? So anyway, I said, man, you look good, man. Don't worry about it. We're going to be good to go. You look good. But in my mind, I'm like, damn, Asafa just, you know what I'm saying, just powered him down. And like you said, in the finals came, I remember he was like, how's my technique? So when I handed him the stick, I was just like, go. Like, because I was like, don't worry about it. Like, just run. You know what I'm saying?
This man pushed, the man teleported. when I started chasing him down, I was like, why is he, like, a few steps.
Hey, Tyson said from prelims finals, I'm going to fix this issue.
Man. But we had some real good times, man. And, I'm very happy to sit with you guys. And this was refreshing for me, man.
Yeah.
It's like nothing else, man. And it's a great feeling. And guys, we might have a fourth chair in another episode. We need to get you saying on. The four of us can sit down and have a conversation. Drink some water with lime, with some lemon in a lime. Is it lime or lemon?
It's a lime right now.
Yeah, in it. And just have a good time. But I want to thank you guys, for joining me, man, and thank you for we need to see more of you, man.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on, man.
A lot more of you.
Yeah.
Don't go in the shadows, man. Don't go in the shadows. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, is the book?
It's How to Become the Ultimate Athlete.
There you go.
Oh yeah. So
Tyson Gay.
Yes.
Yeah, check that out. How to Become an Ultimate Athlete. It's my ebook, 6-week speed program. You can get it on my Instagram or Facebook and check it out.
Yeah, man. There you go.
Question before you go for Tyson. Tyson, if an outlet came and gave you a job for commentation, because your commentation is amazing, would you take that job?
Yeah, I think I would. I enjoy it. I mean, the thing about me when I'm commentating, like I turn my iPhone on, and when they start the race, I hit record and I just say whatever comes to my mind. So it's
That's
really
how it should be.
Yeah.
It should
So
be.
really,
Don't
I don't
change nothing, dog.
Yeah.
I really love it.
Yeah. So yeah.
You know what I mean? And what I'm grateful for is, like I said, this opportunity to have our own platform.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We talk about what we want, because, when you're doing an interview, they get to, ask you the question. They get to, direct, ask the question in the direction that they want you to go in. So with our platform, we can just let people know, what it is. Like, nobody would have known about your growing, that you were running on one leg, but like I said, maybe 2 wheels would have been heavier, but nobody would have known, and the same thing for me. Like, we get to tell people what was going on in this race, in that race, whatever it is, what I mean? So I just want to, big up you guys again, man. I really appreciate it, man. I'm getting chills, just chilling, and maybe after this we'll go drink some water downstairs and hang out for a little bit. But you guys have to say something, one word in Jamaican or something in Jamaica, man. Because Jamaica love you guys, so just say something in Jamaican.
Oh yeah, Bumbuckle. No, I'm not fooling with y'all. I'm not. That's all I know, big dog.
Hey, that's all you need to know, though. That's all you need to know. So it's my turn?
Yeah, man.
He took the best word, bro.
Yeah, right?
The only other one I can't really say, though, for real. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's something.
Hey, Wagwan Jamaica, Wagwan the world, to the world. Thank you so much for loving us. Thank you so much for respecting us.
Yeah.
Always when the times when you felt like we was out there being soft, you made sure we were strong.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Shout out.
100%. Yeah, man. And check out Justin's platform.
Ready, Set, Go podcast we have comes out every Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Had you on there. Tyson, we'd love to have you on, bro. Talk again. And then also have my book out, Ready, Set, Go 2. So that dropped. So check it out on Amazon and also Barnes & Nobles, man.
Yeah, man. And last advice, athletes support each other. Support each other's platform, you know what I mean? After retire, that's all we can do, support each other. So, thanks for watching, and big up to you guys, and don't miss a beat.
Yeah, respect.